Hey everybody, Tim here for today's review of Doctor Who story number 245, The Name of the Doctor. So I loved it. I thought it was really good. It was really kind of interesting. I think it could have been better though. I'm not going to lie. Like there was kind of a plateau moment. For one, I loved all of the shout outs to previous doctors. Like that's what I feel like New Who should have had this entire time. Because, I mean, in order, I think, we saw like 6 and 4 and 7 and 3, 2, 5, and then Matt Smith as 11, which I thought was kind of weird that we don't see 8 anywhere in there. So the opening scene, I'm ahead of myself, seeing the first Doctor, seeing William Hartnell and Susan steal the TARDIS, I mean, technically speaking, that's like the first time we've seen like the Doctor, I think, that predates The Unearthly Child, the pilot episode. So that I loved. I thought it was really great. It was really interesting. We see the return of Vastra, Jenny, and Strax, who to this day, they need their own show. It just needs to be a thing. When they call for like the little, like, whatever it is, the unconscious meeting, and River shows up, I was like, oh, yes. Like, anytime with River is amazing. So we hear, this is, I think, the first time we hear Trenzalore. The scene where Matt Smith starts crying, he is such an underrated actor. Matt Smith is so good and it's so well done. And when he starts crying, like, boom, I bought it. I loved it. The giant TARDIS where it's like, oh, the outside is matching the inside. I was like, I guess that could be a thing, whatever. When Jenny died, I was pissed. I was so angry. I was like, what is this? Nope, she's still alive. She's great. It's fine. So the thing that bothered me about this episode is Richard E. Grant. I mean, not him, like, personally, but, like, Richard E. Grant returns as the Great Intelligence. It's like his third appearance in New Who, which actually is more than the Great Intelligence in Classic Who, because I think it only appeared in Classic Who twice. So we get that, and I don't know, like, I didn't really like the Great Intelligence in Classic Who, and I don't really like him in New Who, so I'm not a big fan. At one point, I did love the shout out where he's like, oh, the Doctor has many names, and he starts reading, and one of the names he reads off is the Valeyard. So I was like, ooh, are we going to see the Valeyard? What is this? I'm so excited. So we get that. Saying Doctor Who over and over and over again, like, nope, I don't need that. We learn a little bit more, like, where we start to hear, like, oh, it's the Dalek Asylum, or Victoria London. And Clara's like, what? So we can kind of see where that's going. Where, like, she, like, falls through all of these little cracks. So I was like, okay, I buy it. We're good. So, I just love hearing all about it. The moment that really bought it for me was where River goes to slap the Doctor and he grabs her wrist. And she's like, that's not possible. You can't see me. And he's like, I've always seen you. And I fucking lost it. I could not, I mean, technically speaking, this is canonically speaking, I guess, the latest we've ever seen River. Like, this is the first time we've seen her after the library. And, oh my God, it was so hard to watch where he kisses her and she just disappears. Whew, it was rough because River's like my favorite and their relationship together is amazing. So I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so well done and it was so perfect to just see them together. And he even says, like, he's like, you're not River, you're an Echo, but it's still not any easier. And when he's just, I've always seen you. Oh, it was great. So I loved all of it. We get the first, like, little shout out reference to John Hurt's first appearance, which of course we'll see him more next time, but still, I love John Hurt, big fan of his, so I can't wait to see where that goes. Overall, I liked it. I did think it could have been better, only because I don't like the Great Intelligence. Like, you could literally have swapped him out with anybody. Like, let's see the Ronnie, or let's see the Meddling Monk. Let's see somebody. Personally, I just don't like the Great Intelligence. So, curious what everybody else thought about this one. Go ahead, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you guys next time for Day of the Doctor.